Excuse me, Dougie Fresh. Yes. Because the shoes always hurt my comb. 6 minutes, Dougie. 6 minutes, Dougie. 6 minutes, Dougie Fresh. You're on. Oh. Oh my God. Okay, there it is right there. I don't know how I did that. Oh. Excuse me, Dougie Fresh. What your balance? Oh. Because the shoes always hurt my combs. Oh. Oh shit! You know what? Let's do this. Let's find out. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Oh, come on. Yo, too. What your balance? Oh. Because the shoes always hurt my comb. Excuse me, Dougie Fresh, you're on. Oh, okay, yeah, I got you. Shit. Let's go. Big two. Mika Dean, welcome back.
Hey.
That's the wait on everybody. Alicia says she's gonna need a couple minutes.
Okay.
I send it out to Will and everybody else, and we'll just wait around and get everybody else in here.
Right.
You had to work today?
Yeah, I had went in for a couple of hours today. I ain't do no long hours, just few little hours. Came back in.
Okay. Pretty simple.
Yeah, I'm sitting up here thirsty now. Ain't got nothing in here to drink. I'm upset.
Shit, that ain't the way,
Man, I know. I normally go to the store and rack up. I ain't been doing that lately though, because I normally go to Benny's and just rack up. I like to be, I taste new different wines and stuff. So I go give me a couple of bottles.
Nothing wrong with that.
I've been on some lazy stuff. Now it's catching up with me.
It be like that too, tell me about it. Like, we've been stocking. Like I'm trying to, like I said, I'm with these bourbons real tough, and maybe on payday, couple of paydays after couple of months or whatever, I'll go out there and grab a couple of bourbons, and I really, like I said, I drink for the show or if we go out, but other than that, it just sit there. So
right, that's me.
It lasts a little longer, so
yeah.
When I want it, yeah,
Right, I just like to have it in stock.
Yeah.
I said I was gonna get me a little miniature bar and put it in my room.
That's a good idea. Shit, we got one down there. I was gonna give my wife a wine rack. She more into the wines. I don't really care for wines like that, but just get a wine rack so she can have, all these little bottles or whatever set up, and you can just pick.
Yeah, that.
Right.
That's what I said. I was gonna get me one, a little miniature bar with the little wine rack, and the little thing with the little cooler in there.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I said I was gonna go to Home Depot and see if I could find something like what I got an idea of and just put it in my room where I always have it.
There you go. Shit, they got them out there, or you can order them online.
Yeah.
Got them. Shit, whatever you want, it's out there for you. I used to have a wine rack when I stayed in Stega, and I ended up losing that place, and I basically left everything in there, which didn't make no sense. I left weights, and I left fucking wine rack, and I think I might have.
Oh wow! Why you didn't go back and get it?
No, I just you young and stupid. That's what it was.
Yeah, just said forget it.
I ain't gonna no more. And then you turn around and a year later, now you wishing you had it.
Now you wish you had it, right?
It'd be like that.
You don't know it's essential till you need it.
Yeah, but I was ready to just, the whole thing. I ended up losing that place, and I got behind on rent. And I had to go to court out of Joliet, and I still lost the place. So I was just like, you know what, fuck it. And
right.
Once I got everything together, I ended up moving to Harvey, and I just bought shit over again.
Right.
It's just what it was.
How long you been out there? Where you at?
In Midlothian.
Yeah. Where you at again?
I stay in Midlothian.
Oh, that's south, right?
South by we out here by Blue Island, Alsip, not too far from Orland Park, Oak Forest.
South. So it's like southwest, right?
Yeah, you can say southwest. Yeah.
Like southwest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
We've been.
It seems far, but it ain't far.
No, it's not that bad. Like 20 half hour to the city. From so it ain't that bad. But it's home. Okay. I've been staying out this way since I left the service in 2003. So I was in one of these south suburbs since 2003. I went to the service in 2000. My parents moved to Country Club Hills in 99, I think. No. That was 2000. They moved in 2000. But I was on the island. They was out here. So when I came on leave, that's where they were staying at. So I stayed basically around them. Just different.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
so you didn't go to the service straight from school, from high school?
No. I was 2 years. I was just working regular little jobs and shit. Matter of fact, me and Will was working together.
That's how we met.
Okay.
That's how we met. Me and
Oh,
Will was
okay.
working at Target.
This is like, what was this, like 98?
98,
99?
98, 99. It was about 2 years there. About 2 years.
Yep.
And I left to go to the service in 2000. So
Yep.
I left that job and went over to the service. And then I came back in 03, and I've been staying in the South Burbs ever since.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Me and Will used to work. That's how we met. We used to work together.
Yep.
Yeah.
We've been knowing each other, what, since 98?
98.
Been a long time, 98, 99.
I want to say, yeah. One of them years.
Something around there. It was before 2000.
Definitely before, because I was gone in 2000. You know, I left February 2000.
Right. So I knew it was before that.
Yeah. I was there. I think I was there about 2 years. I was there talking about 2 years, so that would be like 98.
Yep.
You know, it was cool. You know, you work over there on 29th and Cicero.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all worked at that Target. That Target been up there that long?
Huh?
Yeah.
I said that Target been up there that long?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, I don't know why I'm thinking they just not too long built that little strip thing over there.
Oh no, it's been there. It's been there a long time.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Shit. Like I said, I was working there. I don't know, Will. I don't know if you was there before I was.
No, I think we kind of got there around the same time. It was like 98.
Okay.
Like that for me.
We used to work overnights and shit.
Overnight, yep.
Yeah, that's what we used to do. We had the weekends.
Oh,
it was rough. It sound bad, but once you doing what you gotta do.
Right.
I did overnights at Target. I was at the one on Elston. I was north.
Okay.
I was at the one on Elston right off of Western. I worked over there. I was up in there. My older brother, his best friend was the manager, so he got me in overnights. I think I did overnights. Maybe I think I did it for like a month or two. I couldn't get. I'm scared of heights, so overnights you stop. Yeah. And then they was with the they didn't care that she was a female, so they felt like it was like, even though you're a female, we hired you to do this job. This is what you got to do. And I'm one of them ones, like, if I don't think it's for a job for a female, I ain't gonna stick with it. So I left. But I left and went to office work. I went to doing what I figured my ideal of female work is, but sitting behind the desk.
That's your shit.
Yeah.
Shit. You may as well get something that work good for you.
Right.
Because they're gonna expect you to do your job regardless. No matter where you go.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. They are saying. So it's like, and that job taught me, don't sign up for it if you know you ain't gonna want to do it. If you're gonna have a problem with doing it, because it's pretty much basically wasting your time as well as their time. They can put somebody in that position that's gonna do it. So that made me start picking my jobs. I started being particular about where I want to work at. You know what I'm saying? Like that made me start reading the job descriptions, to be honest with you. Reading it in full detail, seeing if this a fit for me before I go wasting my time. So
yeah, because like I said, the thing about time is we can't get it back. It's precious. And on top
of
real
these jobs or these careers and things of that nature, to me it's just best to get somewhere where you can kind of get settled in, and it's easy. Yeah, I would say easy, or something that that's doable for you. Because ain't nothing worse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Work a job and it's a hard job and this is your only means of income. That's what makes it even worse. So,
Yeah, that's what I say. That's why I teach my kids. I always tell my kids, read it. Don't just look at the money amount, because if it's not for you, you're not gonna stick with it, and it's just really a waste of your time when you could really take that time to be doing something that you actually want to do. So I always tell my kids, don't never go for the job for the dollar amount. Make sure it's something that you see yourself doing, long term. You know what I'm saying? Even short term. If you say, well, I just want to do this for a year, make sure you could do it for a year. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't get that time back.
Straight up, you know.
And that's time wasted is the most precious precious thing that you can lose is time.
That's right, because you can get money back, but you damn sure ain't getting that time when it's gone.
Right, you ain't getting that time back. Period.
You know.
You know.
But yeah, I totally understand that. You know, but yeah, you know. Oh well, look. Well, since we all here, I know at least you're gonna come in. I kind of want to get rolling with today's topic. Today, we decided to talk about excuse me, damn, shit, toxic masculinity and toxic femininity. I believe that's what we discussed.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's what we agreed to. Yep.
All right, we track it. Now, this subject is kind of something. You know, it's like there's a lot to be said about it, and you can go a lot of ways with this one. I don't know.
Now, when you say toxic, what you mean? Like, give me a description of what you mean by toxic.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you the dictionary's definition of toxic, because it's a term that everybody's throwing around today.
Right. I don't like it either. I look up words now because people just
that's what I'm saying. Words. Like, right.
I'm with you on that 100%. So that's why I'm looking it up now. To see what toxic. Okay. Now, toxic, the definition of toxic, here's one, is poisonous. And number two, it says very harmful or unpleasant in a persuasive or insidious way. And then it also says denoting or relating to debt that has a high risk of default, like toxic debts rather. And a noun for toxic would still be poisonous substances. Poisonous. Okay. And then here's some more synonyms. It says poisonous, venomous, virulent, noxious, dangerous, and destructive.
Damn.
Yeah, that hurts.
That's a whole lot.
That's what, right.
Yeah, that's a whole lot for people be throwing around, man.
Yeah, and it's the words.
It's like they just be coming up with stuff.
I don't know who brought this into the trend or whatever, but this is what people are calling each other.
You know why I say that? You know why I say that word and how you reading it? It's almost like it's death.
Yeah.
Because you saying poisonous. Now, most people, when they talk about a negative relationship, they never talking about they being beaten on or being raped or mental abuse. So how it becomes that poisonous outside of those realms? Because those things you need the police.
Straight up. Well, I think it's the mental abuse, honestly. I think that's what they're referring to. I think when people refer to other people as toxic, it's some verbal shit. That's what I think it is. So-and-so's attitude is toxic. That type of punk shit. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
I think it's weak. I think when it comes to relationships, male and female, males ain't going nowhere. All the men ain't getting on the rocket and leaving the planet. Females ain't going nowhere, leaving the planet. We all on this plane together.
Right.
And I look at it like people starting not to want to have you have to be negotiable. You negotiate everything else. And certain things you just don't like. We all have jobs. It's something toxic about our jobs. But we work with it because this negotiating part of it is probably better health insurance, probably better pay, or whatever the case may be. I just think people are like you touched on a little bit, like they soft. It's just soft. You do too much. I'm sad. I'm taking my basketball, walking off the court. That's what people are doing. That's so toxic. They ain't pick me up the next game. I'm like, for real.
It's real shit. I feel like I think okay. We're going back to the synonyms here: poisonous, venomous. First thing comes to my mind is like something like you said that could kill you, like a snake.
Yeah.
Compare a person to that because y'all
right.
disagreement or something along those lines. That's a bit much. That's using the term.
Me too. That's what I'm saying.
And
it's way over the top.
And my thing is
for anybody to come to that.
If you know, if you see a person as quote unquote toxic, you don't have to. Well, depends on where you at. Because if it's work, you know, you may have to interact with that person.
Right.
Personal life, you know, if you feel that this person,
it's a choice.
Right, you have a choice.
That's what I said. That's what I was thinking. It's
more
choice. If you see something a person is not giving you good energy and giving you bad energy, then you step away from it. Even in the workforce, like if you feel something off about your supervisor or your manager, that's what the chain of command is for. You know, you go talk to the next person above them and you try to see if you could be moved around, or you know what I'm saying? You don't have to actually stick there and work with that person and it's causing you bad, giving you bad reaction.
Mm-hmm.
But I always question, how long do it take for you to be with somebody until they just toxic?
What caused?
Well, people don't recognize. People don't recognize that it's toxic because people don't pay attention to the patterns. They don't pay attention to the patterns of a person. Like it don't become it. They don't even look at it as toxic until it's been going on for years. But if you pay attention to the patterns in the beginning, then you will see that person is gonna be not gonna be good for you, and that is gonna cause a toxic, and it's gonna cause negativity into your life, into your mind frame, and sometimes into your lifestyle. Because people, we quick to say we forgive them, or we quick to make excuses for the stuff that they're doing instead of holding them accountable. And you know what I'm saying, dealing with it right then and there, we'll put it off or put it to the side.
Well, let me ask you this, Mika. What do you think would qualify? Okay, well, I guess we'll go with the men. What would you consider a man? What would make a man toxic?
Well, from my previous experience, dealing with men and toxic, like I would say what a man would be toxic is like if I have a man that's over jealous, that's toxic. I mean, I can understand a man being jealous. You know, you don't want me talking to, you know what I'm saying, you don't want me smiling in everybody's face that I come across. But if I'm with my man and we run into, like, say I run into you, we went to school together, you know, and say I run into you on the streets and we speak, well, hey, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? How it's been? You know, it's simple conversation like that. And my man catches an attitude. You know, he feels some type of way about that. He, you know, he his whole frown changed. Like I introduce y'all, I'm doing everything in a respectful way. And then it turns, you know what I'm saying, when I get home, it's you all smiling up in that man face and woo out the BAM high school. I know how it was, you know what I'm saying? That's toxic to me. Because what you're telling me is I can't run into an old friend or an old high school person and be polite. I can't speak, you know. It's not like it's a flirtation going on. It's just, you know, common, regular conversation. Hey, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? How life been? How the kids or whatever. You know, just something simple.
Cordial.
Right, just cordial. And you get an attitude, you know, but I get home and I got to get ridiculed for being cordial. That's toxic. You know what I'm saying? So
shit right there, it's not really cool because for one, you should have I mean, I can say, I'll be honest, I'm jealous. I'm very, very jealous. And I didn't realize until I got married.
Oh, wow.
I'm very,
that's new.
I am, because
but the question is with jealousy, I look at it because it's some healthiness a little bit about it.
Exactly.
Now you could be now if I ask you a question, every girl you've been with, were you jealous? You like, no.
Hell no.
Right, you didn't care.
Right.
But your wife is different.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. So that's a healthy jealous. Yeah. That's like normal. I wouldn't want nobody grab my wife and hug. Like, come on, like all the time.
Right.
Like every time my wife come around, you hugging her.
Right.
Like if you hold it too close, too tight, too long.
Right.
Like,
right. It's nothing wrong with a look. You know what I'm saying? There's
yeah,
nothing wrong with women.
yeah.
We actually like that. You know what I'm saying? Or like,
right.
you know, if somebody and us, you know what I'm saying, if another man, we go, me and you out, me and my, you know, I'm out with my husband, and it's another guy that I have no idea, never seen, never, you know what I'm saying, anything, say something to me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if I overly smile, you know what I'm saying, then my husband say, hey, look, what you doing? That's nice.
That is toxic.
You know
yeah, that's toxic.
You know,
That's
that's
toxic.
fine.
This is not your fault.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
It's
but
not your fault.
when
There's somebody
I
looking
go,
at you.
Right, that's what I'm saying. See, but you know, I mean, like, even if I let, you know what I'm saying, if I speak, that's cool. But if I overspeak and my husband say something, then that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm out with him and the man say, hey, how you doing? And I speak, I say, hey, and continue. But if I speak and I turn around and look and my man say something, then okay, yeah, because I'm being disrespectful.
Yeah, I agree.
But but like I say, run into, like, prime example, I was married. I'm going through a divorce right now. I'm legally separated.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the reasons why that I'm going through a divorce right now is because I have, you know what I'm saying, I have ran into people from school. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, you know, how I just explained it. And when I got home, my husband had a whole lot to say. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I felt as if, like, this was, to me, you know what I'm saying, I got a smart mouth, I ain't gonna lie, but I feel like this. I grew up co-op. I went to a co-op school. Okay. I know males. Before I got with you, excuse me, I knew males. I had male friends. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So long as I'm not standing there conversating about the past, or remember we used to do this, or remember how we used to kick it like this and do this, that. A simple, cordial conversation. Hey, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? How the kids, how the family. Fine. And going on about my business. But at the same time, in the beginning, before all that, I'm introducing my husband. Exactly. So this is my husband, you know what I'm saying? So I'm representing him at the same time. That's right. To me, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, okay, that's not jealous. That's controlling. Because now you're trying to control me, and you're trying to put me in a box, or you want me to be like, I just see you. I don't see nobody else. It's just you. That's, to me, you know, that's toxic.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. I think that's really not a fair way of doing things. If that's something that you do, then you should expect that in return. But if it's not something that you're doing or have done with him on the other end, then you shouldn't put your wife to that. You know what I'm saying? Just in all fairness, you should be respectful and be courteous. Like they always say, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. If you're the type of person like you're gonna introduce, keep it short and sweet, then why not file suit? You could do the same exact thing and just be cool with it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It ain't nothing going
on. Exactly.
But you know,
exactly.
People get in their head. I do it quite often. You get in your head and you get to thinking, da 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 da. Men are gonna be. One thing about men is that we're gonna really protect or be overly protective of who we care about and who we. That's one thing about us, and it could be misconstrued as jealousy. But see, man, on the man side would say, I don't know this nigga, you know.
Right.
Fuck him. You know what the fuck? This is my motherfucking wife. That's the man side. You see, because the man don't trust no man with his wife.
True. That's true.
It is.
That's very much true. But at the same time, you trust your spouse. You trust your spouse. And if your spouse don't give you any indication, like, I feel like you that's part of getting to know your person, getting to know your spouse. That's right. That's why you take the time to date them, to get to know them. And you learn them, and you know that, you know, she speaking, that ain't gonna go no further. Mm-hmm. But if your wife indicates to you, or even if your husband indicates to you that they go a little further, that this conversation can go elsewhere, within just a quick little word, then I understand you feeling that way. But to be like that and to see it, you know what I'm saying? Not often, but you know, we live in a world we live in a city that is yet so big, but still yet so small.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm gonna run into somebody, I'm gonna speak. You gonna run into people, you know, like on the other hand, like he have ran into, you know what I'm saying?
Mika, you freezing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, our camera froze up. I don't know if the battery a little.
It's still frozen.
I can hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know why my camera frozen. Okay. Can you hear me now?
I see you.
Yeah.
Is it back?
It's a little slow, but I think it's coming around.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Okay.
Oh, so it's like I just feel like it's like you have to, you know, you have to be mindful of your spouse and be mindful of once upon a time you was a stranger to them, and during that time they know people, they met people, we work with people, you constantly meeting people. So I feel like when you carry on like that, you know, you toxic. It's something insecurity within yourself.
Right. I agree with that. I agree 100%. But on the flip side, Will, what would qualify a woman as being toxic?
Toxic, woman. Because I can see women being controlling too, not allowing you to move around and do what you need to do.
Right.
Always going through your phone, checking up on you, and even more toxic. I would say that, or even could be even more manipulating too. Like she's manipulating what you're doing. She's being because women's good at manipulating a lot than men are.
Yeah.
They a little bit could more move you in a way that you feel like is uncomfortable for you, and she's not taking she's not looking out for your well-being. It's only her position. Selfish, yeah. It's a selfish move.
Right.
So
well, that goes both ways though.
It does.
Because you have men that's I met a lot of those.
Oh, it's a lot of people that manipulate. It's bad now, I believe.
That's manipulated, but
it's bad now. It depends on a person. I believe people manipulate off they lack of. So if they lack of something and they know they need something from you, they're gonna manipulate. That's right. And that's just a human nature. If they not in control over if they don't get control over what their needs are, because some people get out of control when they don't have certain things, and I can spoil and immature about it, and they'll do anything to get it, and they don't care how they're getting it, whether it's manipulating you, saying whatever, or doing whatever. So it just, I don't know. I think most of it just a woman, if she's not fully respecting her man, period, it could be toxic.
For the boys too. But see, my thing is, why would you even get with a man that you don't respect, except for to use him?
That's true. That doesn't make sense.
Right, but see, people do it all the time.
I was gonna say, because you got guys that get with women all the time for just one purpose. They not trying to be in a relationship with them, but they want to go to bed with them. And so what are they gonna do? They're gonna lie to them and manipulate them and say what they want to hear, just to get in their draws. And then once they get in their draws, then they going on about their business, all that stuff that they was talking. They no longer, speaking that language no more.
But see, that's like,
so you have a lot of men that do that too.
But like what you said earlier, as far as getting to know people, that's why you date. It's my belief that people today, they don't even go on dates no more. And nope. That's what let me know that the playing field is even. Everybody's using everybody. The girls is using the guys, and the guys is using the girls. You see what I'm saying? Because if it's a thing that y'all can mutually agree to not date, but y'all still seeing each other, then that means you ain't doing nothing but fucking. What else? True. You're not.
And that's what they doing out here. That's what they doing out here, and then that's why you having a lot of toxic traits too, because it's like they're out here, they living in agreement when they first meet. Okay, first thing they saying now, well, I'm not looking for no relationship. I'm just looking for somebody I can hang and kick out with, kicking with. And then in the process of that, hanging and kicking with this person, one person starting to grow feelings. So now all that we just gonna be cool, we could just chill, no relationship, that stuff goes out the door because now this individual got feelings and this individual don't have the feelings just yet. Mm-hmm. But this individual is causing, now this individual want to bring chaos into this person's life because they're going against the agreement that they had with in the beginning. And it's on both sides. It could be sometimes the female doing it and sometimes it could be the male doing it. It all depends on who emotions get caught up first. And that's what caused a lot of toxic because now they are arguing, they going back and forth, and the other person not understanding because it's like, this is what we agreed on. When did it flip? What did it turn at? You know?
I mean, I understand when people do stuff like that. I still think that's even an immature way of doing things.
That's right.
Because as a person, only I know who I am. And if I'm gonna be around you every day, or I'm gonna be around you enough, I already know what it takes for me to be into you. Right. So I think some people prematurely get in they so-called contracts, like we just gonna hit about our business
with benefits.
That's what, yeah.
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 These so-called contracts they be in, they already know they looking for someone.
Right.
That's what makes it, they creating toxicity or whatever you want to call it. Mm-hmm. They creating it. They already know that. One thing I've learned nobody want to be alone.
Right.
So, but people don't want to work to not be alone either. They want it, they beg and call. Mm-hmm. So even the contracts are, I don't want to be alone.
Right.
They don't want to have no time alone. They want someone around them.
Yeah, see the thing, like everybody wants companionship, but they don't want commitment.
Right.
And that's what it is. That's what it is. They want companionship, but don't want the commitment.
Right.
And the sad part about it is, I always look at how is it so difficult for the opposite sex to do it, or the same sex. Like me and Kennard, we met each other back in '98. No, we don't see each other every day, but we kept in communication over all these years.
True.
To keep our companionship. Mm-hmm. Long as I don't lie or do anything out of you know what I'm saying, out of wrong with him, and he don't do it with me, what's the problem?
Well, see, that's the thing, is because like we just said, it's work on both sides because that's what we wanted.
Right.
We wanted to keep in touch. We wanted to communicate. We wanted
that's true.
Friendship, that bond together. But see, some folks, like I say, they got it in their head that I ain't gotta work. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. They gonna do this and that, this and that, this and that. And see, don't nobody want to be taken advantage of. So if you look at it and you see yourself that, you know, there's a lot of motherfuckers I cut off. Like I say, between you, my brother-in-law, I can't even say outside of y'all and John. I say John too. A couple other guys. But I can't say it's a lot of stand-up guys that I would vouch for right now today.
Yeah, I totally agree with you.
Because that's what
I mean, but see, a lot of people, that boils down to, a lot of people don't understand the definition of a friendship. And a lot of people don't understand that what a friendship is. They feel like, or like a BFF, they feel like that you have to communicate with this person every day. I've been best friends with the same person. Kanad, you probably know her. Her name Deidre McMullen. She went to Austin with us. She was a little short girl, dark-skinned.
Yeah.
But she went to Austin with us. But we've been best friends since 6th grade. Mm-hmm. And when I tell you that fresh out of high school, she was married. She got married fresh out of high school. And, you know, she was living her family thing. It could be years have went between us where we hadn't talked to each other, hadn't communicated with each other, didn't know where each other was at. But whenever we get back together, whenever we link up, it's like we never lost time. Mm-hmm. You know, we was always there for like each other's first birth. I was there for when she got married. You know, we've been there. You know, we both lost our parents. You know, we was there for each other, you know, for those things. And, you know, even now to this day, she live out south. I live on the west side now. We don't talk every day. We don't communicate every day. We barely like see each other, but it's never a time where I could say we had a falling out or I had to question her friendship or she questioned my friendship. We've always, so I mean, it's like people feel like that if I don't talk to you, I can't consider you my best friend. You know, we know each other deepest secrets. If I have a problem, I can call her. If she have a problem, she can call me. If I need a good laugh, I call her. If she need a good laugh, she call me. That's a friendship. You don't have to, I don't have to see you every day to be friends with you.
I agree.
But people feel like that. And that's even like with your spouse. If y'all not married, if you just dating somebody, you don't really have to see this person every single day and every minute of their talk to this person. If I get a phone call saying, "Hey, how you doing?" Just checking on you, I know you kind of busy or whatever. That's enough. I shouldn't expect for you to call me 24 hours a day just because you dated me. Or I shouldn't expect for you to see me every day. Everybody have their lives.
Exactly.
You got your work in your household, you got to tend to. I got my work in my household. You got your family, I got my family. People lose sight of that and feel like they become selfish and make it all about them. Where if he ain't contacting me or if she ain't contacting me, then she don't want to be with me. That's not true. Be mindful and respectful of the next person. That they may have something to do. And then we're adults now. We don't plan anything. Certain things just pop up in our lap and we got to deal with it. But people don't look at it like that.
Because like I said, they're selfish, they're one-sided. And one thing like what you made mention of, and like with the case of me and Will, we've been tight for over 20 years. And it's because not only did we want to have that bond with one another, but we the last time we hooked up, we was on good.
Yeah.
It's always been like that. So
right.
You have to establish that mutual connection, that mutual bond with your friend. And that's your friendship. Now, life happens. Like I say, a lot didn't happen to Will, a lot didn't happen to me. We live in our lives, Now, my thing is, I can't sit around and wait. Oh, man, he ain't calling me. Listen, Miss Bro.
Right. Right. What kind of stuff is
right? Right.
And I should be
exactly
considerate of that. Because like don't sit around and wait for me to call you because I got
right.
You know what I'm saying? I got a family. I got things going on, things that I'm doing. That's what it is. If you got a motherfucker that will sit and call you 24/7, they ain't doing shit with their life.
Right.
Nothing.
They ain't doing
nothing.
They have not progressed and they ain't trying to progress. But then I can say I get with Will, or get with John or Dre or one of these guys and talk to them and hear about what they've been doing the last 20 years. Like, oh man, that's what's up. Oh, well, I did this, da da da. And you're like, man, that's what's up. That's all good. And that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? That's how we get it. So it's just it's work. The thing about relationships, any relationship is work on both parts. Work. But it's a good work.
Both parts.
It's a good work if you put it that way. So, selfish people need to be by themselves, but they always manage to try to pull somebody in to take advantage of. And every last one of us have met somebody like that. And I got to a point years ago where I said, man, fuck these motherfuckers. I'm not gonna
Me too.
Me too. Who got time for this shit?
That's me. That's me. That's me. If you you can't be if you can't be understanding, if you ain't understanding, then like my whole thing is you got to first understand to be understood. And if you can't be understanding, then I can't be a part of you because all you gonna do is cause chaos in my life. You gonna come along and tear my joy down.
Yeah, because that shit rub off. If a motherfucker ain't got no order, and see that's a part of being mature too, is having order of yourself.
Yep.
That's number one. Figuring out your direction, finding your direction, and sticking with your direction or changing direction the way you need to. But if it's just a free for all, you ain't got no fucking order. So you damn sure ain't finna bring none my way. So no, motherfuckers out here reckless and shit, doing all type of crazy shit. Man, I got to a point to where at 42, it's certain shit I'm just too old for.
Yep, I totally agree.
Man,
I
that's
totally
me.
agree with you.
You know, my
That's
whole,
me.
because your mind changed, and it's not even a bad thing. It's just when you get at this age, because we all around the same age. For me, at this age, it's a certain shit that you just not attracted to, or certain
No, at all.
anymore. It's just the way it goes. It's like, you know, I'm type motherfucker now where I can sit down and have a cup of tea and be fine. 20
Me
years
too.
ago, I got to goddamn it get a
Go
case.
to the club, go to the
Right,
spot.
go to the club, go to the spot, you know what I'm saying? And
Right.
it's just your mind change. You get older and your mind expands and you get into different things. I'm in the plants now. You couldn't have told me, you could have told me 5 years ago that I have a house full of plants. I'm in the plants now. You know what I'm saying? So
Nothing wrong
like
with
I
that.
want a dog. I want, it's just a whole different thing.
I'm at the age where my peace is most important thing in my life. My peace.
Straight
Because
up.
Yep.
if I don't have my peace, then I don't have no order. And if I don't have no order, I can't interact with nobody, not even my kids.
Mhm.
So I have to stay peaceful. And that's what I protect. So anything or anyone that comes along and try to interrupt my peace, I automatically shut them down. I cut it off. I can't, I don't deal with it because you taking me out of my own vibe. You know what I'm saying? And I can't say that you killing my self-esteem because it's called self-esteem.
That's right.
So if I allow you to bring me down, then that's, what I'm saying, that's me losing my value. You don't make me lose my value or myself. I lose it by allowing you to treat me the way you feel like you want to treat me.
Mm-hmm.
So I demand my peace. That's all I ask for, my peace.
And the peace,
Totally agree with you.
I heard a guy say a while ago, if you're looking for peace, look within yourself, something along them lines, because it's an internal
Yeah.
thing. See,
yeah, that's exactly.
We always talk about
exactly
energy and stuff like that. And like, I always think that you control it. And I said this before. You always like, how like you see a motherfucker, hey, motherfucker, da, 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 da. You know what I'm saying? If they do it long enough, eventually you're going to start raising your voice too. But if you got a motherfucker, like how we talking here right now, everybody kind of chill, relax, this and that. Or like if you hear somebody laughing, other people will laugh. It's an energy thing.
It is.
So rather than me get all riled up, hey, now I do it in a joking manner. Every now and then I do get pissed off. I ain't perfect. And I cuss the motherfucker out too. But typically I just try to keep shit, on some chill shit.
Right.
That's where I want to be. But so this is, when you put that out, it comes back full circle to you.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the piece that we're talking about. It's got to be internal. It's internal. And see, it's radiant, but you put it out too at the same time, and people is gonna bring it right back around full circle. They're gonna know they can't come around you and talk like this and act like this and do all this crazy shit because you about peace. You chill. They ain't even gonna come at you with that. But if it's another motherfucker over here, hey motherfucker, fuck y'all niggas, they gonna go right over there with them because they know that motherfucker is about right. So it's a tone you set.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I just feel I've learned this shit a long time ago, and you see it in everyday conversation. You see it here. You get off the phone and see it here. You can see it with your children. You can see it everywhere. Wherever you want to go, it's a tone that you set. That people, you have that power.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, peace is mandatory to protect it. We down to this last minute, y'all. I thought about us doing a live tonight. I don't know, man. I'm a little nervous about it. I thought about us going on Facebook Live tonight because we only got 4. And 4 we should be able to do on Facebook.
Right. I'm for it.
I don't know. I don't know.
Come on, you get. Hey, only way we're gonna see if it works tonight if we try it. We gotta give it a try. You keep talking about it. You keep talking about it, so we gotta try it.
Yeah, but I don't know. Okay, put like this. When Lisa get in, we'll see.
Hey, Or you want to wait till Eb and everybody here and then do it?
I don't think Eb gonna come in because she got COVID.
I'm talking
No,
about like
Eb
the
ain't
next
coming
time,
in today.
like the next time she comes.
No, because then we gonna have 5.